Hello, everybody. Today is the 27th of December. Merry Christmas, belated, and Happy New Year. My name is Marty Forrest. My website is Hello Extraordinary Life, and I host these calls every week. They're all recorded. I send them out an email, post them on Facebook, the closed group, Loving Yourself from the Inside Out. If you haven't been on that page yet, check that out. Also on the website under Insider Calls. So you can check them out any place if you want to hear them. They're all recorded there. They're all titled. I'm also going to host, I have not set a date, sometime probably in January, I will be hosting my 6-week course, Loving Yourself from the Inside Out. And I'm also available for one-on-one coaching for those of you that want to go deeper or need some more guidance. Maybe the course isn't quite enough, or you're stuck in your life and you don't know where to go. It's all about that reprogramming our negative self-talk, which I think we're all pretty familiar with. So that's just a perfect little segue into our topic today, which I was talking about New Year's resolutions or intention setting, meaning picking a word for the year. I'll talk about New Year's resolutions. I stopped doing those many, many years ago because I felt like I'm always setting myself up for failure because I was not willing. You know, I'm all gung-ho in the beginning. Everybody get all the gym people that join the gym. I did that a few years in a row and go for a few months and then stop. And because why? My brain will take me out because I don't feel like it in a minute. Less than 5 seconds. I read a book called The 5-Second Rule. In less than 5 seconds, my brain is making excuses. And if I give it any more time than that, I'm done. I'm not going to do it. And that's the nature of being human. We are excuse-generating, meaning-making machines. So when we set goals, for not those, some people just go, and they'll go for it, and they'll do it. And then other goals, the same people won't do them at all. Depends on what it is. Depends on what our feeling is about it. Depends on what our image is about it. So it comes into, here's this goal, but how do I feel about it, really? What's my self-image? What's the risk about actually doing it and being successful? And how many excuses am I going to make because I don't feel like it today? Because it always comes down to how I feel about it, how I really feel about it. And that's in our unconscious. So many of us talk about, I'm going to stop eating sugar, or I'm going to lose weight, or I'm going to start a new job, or I'm going to start a new business. And unless we have a plan and we have an action that we're willing to take consistently every single day, we sabotage ourselves. Are you all familiar with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makeup of our being human, there's nothing wrong with it. It's that we're human, and that's how we do it until we can do it different. So I stopped setting goals, the New Year's goals. Doesn't mean I don't set goals in my life. I set goals in my life. They're smaller, and I'll chunk them down, and I'm like when I finally got to the point of being willing to hire a coach to start my coaching business. I was ready, and I was willing. And right at the weekend I was going to hire him, then my dad died. Took me out, right? So then that's another 6 months down the road. So whatever he told me to do, I did it. So some of it was the accountability in having that goal. And I paid him a bunch of money to be my coach and to tell me what I need to do because I didn't know how to do it myself. So that's another way when we set goals for ourselves, to have somebody that's accountable, that we're accountable to. And then we're willing to do it no matter what. I decided some time ago that I listened to a woman probably 3 or 4 years ago, and she said, instead of setting goals, choose a word. Choose a word for the year. I was like, I really like that. That really worked for me. And I was present to, this is how I chose my word, so this is what I want to offer you, is like, what are you present to in your life? Choosing a word. My word that particular year, that first year, was acceptance. And what it did for me was, the one word, and it seeps into my unconscious place where we sabotage ourselves around our goals. But the single word, acceptance, seeps into every part of my life. And when I first started that goal, I don't remember what year it was, but in the beginning of the year, I got to see all those places I was not at all accepting. About myself, about my life, where I sat in judgment. But it kept the word in my brain. That was my intention for the year. That was my focus for the year. Acceptance. And I allowed the word to alter my consciousness by keeping that focus on it. I didn't try to do anything about it. I didn't try to change it or, I'm not accepting, I'm a bad, wrong person. I just sat with the word and allowed it to alter my way of being. And how I chose that was just by what was I present to in my life? What was I not doing in my life? Or what was I doing in my life? So if you're looking at, I know Lisa's going to be moving. So it may be courage. It may be perseverance. It's a word that you're going to put in your focus, put on your mirror, hold it in your psyche, that we allow it by holding it and focusing on it and keeping our attention on it to alter us instead of trying to fit into it and what we think it should look like. Does that make sense?
Yes. Nancy West.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello, my dear.
So I was in the shower this morning. I've been wondering what is my word, and I posted it on Facebook, and somebody said, I think it was Stacy actually said, it sounds like trust, because it was about jumping and taking the risk and leaving the dust down. Am I going to make enough money here? Am I going to, all that fear stuff. And I'm in the shower this morning, and I'm thinking about this call, and what popped into my brain was, I am the creator of my world. And I went, there's my word. Creator. Create. However I want to say that. It's in the creation. I'm creating where I put my intention and my focus. I can wake up and have that fear take over, or I can shift my focus and create the world I choose to live in. Which takes a lot of courage and commitment and perseverance. It takes all those other things. There's a whole lot of other things that I might have it, like the unspoken part. But the word for me is create. Because I was thinking, it's going to be jump and trust. Jump, take the risk, and trust that it's all going to work out. And it wasn't quite resonating. And then in the shower, I was like, create. I'm the creator of my life and my world. And that resonates. Like that sits and I'm like, yeah, there it is, right there. It just went ping. So pick a word, find a word, sit with the word. What are you present to in your world? What's showing up in your world? That's how I did that. And sometimes it comes in that moment where I've been sitting with it and trying it on for size. Like, how does it feel? Does that resonate for me? And then no matter what, I'm going to be shifting my focus to be creating my world. How I want it to be, not how I'm afraid it's going to be, right? So I read something today, and I was reading it, and I heard it before, and I wanted to share it with you because we get into this fear versus excitement. I can either be afraid or I can create some excitement, and what it does for the brain. So I wrote it down because I knew it was important to share, and I'm not really sure why I need to share this with you, but the physiology that happens in our body when it's fear or excitement is exactly the same. The chemical reaction, the body physiology is the same for fear as it is for excitement. The difference or the distinction is in our brain, fear is fight or flight, appease or please. I think is how that goes. When it's excitement, our brain goes, oh, it's excitement. Whew, okay, let's go, right? It can relax in the excitement, and it feels safe in that excitement. When it's fear, it's not safe. So it's a difference in our brain, even though the physiology is the same in our body. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, I read it and I heard it before and I thought, okay, so now instead of saying I'm nervous or I'm afraid, I'm super excited. And that shifts my brain and takes that adrenaline down a few notches.
Huh.
And I'm not living with that constriction in my chest and the high heart rate and hot. That's what happens to me. So I'm sure you have your own way. It may be the same, that maybe the anxiety that shows up for you, the physiology, happen the same. But if I shift it to I'm excited, the adrenaline goes down, the stress hormone cortisol goes down, and my brain goes, oh, we're excited. Cool, I can live with that. Let's go do that. The total shift in the brain chemistry and how we see it and how it relates versus our body, which is the same. So it's a shift in the word. Oh, I'm excited rather than I'm afraid.
That would be cool if that could stop the tears from coming up, too. That would be awesome.
Right? Let's try it out and see. See if that's because it was the first time I heard it was very, very powerful. I went, oh my God, no kidding. And I knew it. I knew it intuitively. I knew that. But when I heard somebody say it and confirm it, like, right. And then I heard it again. And so over time, I made a note of that. I thought, somebody must need to hear that today.
Mm-hmm.
So when we pick our word rather than a goal or a resolution, what's the word mean, resolution? It means I'm resolute. Am I excited about doing a resolution? Or am I just doing it because it sounds good or what somebody else thinks I should do? Resolute. I'm not even sure I like the word very much. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I don't like making resolutions because I always let myself down.
Exactly. All right. So, well, it says, admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering. Firmly resolved or determined, set in purpose or opinion. I'm not sure I would get really excited about that.
Mm-mm.
So when I'm setting an intention, so if you know what that is for you, it'd be great to share and why that is important to you, what your word is for the year. And if not, then I would encourage you to sit with it and see what's showing up in your world and what's happening in this next year. I do know Lisa is planning to move in a few months, so out of state with her mom, if that all goes forward. So, what is that? What's the word that's going to take you through that and help you be courageous and strong and not afraid? Doesn't mean there won't be fear there, but maybe we can shift that to excitement at the new possibilities.
Well, since you posted this week, the word that keeps coming up to me is action because I have a lot of action I got to put forth. But I don't know if that's the right word or not.
Well, it's what resonates for you, but what's going to drive your action to be purposeful, powerful, and exciting? That's what I would ask you. Like, how will you take the action? Is it going to be a lot of action that doesn't get you anywhere or a lot of action that feels stressful? Is that helpful?
I got so much stuff that I'm going to have to do, starting with packing up my life. So,
so what's it going to take?
That's the biggest thing facing me right now is I got to pack all this crap up. and get rid of stuff, and that's very disturbing.
So I'm guessing it's going to take some courage.
That's like a mountain in front of me right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that goes back to having to give up so much when Ron died.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some healing that's
going
to happen.
The stuff I have, I don't want to give up, but I know I can't take it all with me. And it's time to give stuff away, and that's going to be a gigantic task.
Courage.
Yeah, I guess that's what it's going to be.
It's going to be the courage behind the action, more than the action. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
I'm thinking I've had a lot of death in my life lately as well, especially this last year, and I keep trying to remind myself what my loved ones that I've missed the most would want for me now. And they would want me to be happy and free and not be held back by things and stuff, because I'm accumulating so much stuff because I feel like that holds part of them. But I know it doesn't. But in my mind, it seems like it does. And that's where I'm going to try to find my word for the year, is to let go of stuff and hold on to my dear feelings and memories.
Yeah, I would sit with that for a minute. I was told because we get an emotional attachment to things, and someone said, take a picture of it. Take a picture and keep a few things, and take a picture of the other things that you want to remember that bring those memories up for you. And then that, I haven't done that. I've been able to let go of some stuff. But, I got some stuff from my dad that I'm like, I'm going to donate it. Oh, that feels weird. Yeah. So, but somebody said that, the stuff that you're getting rid of, first of all, you get to allow someone else to enjoy the benefit, and your family and your friends that have crossed would really want that too.
Yeah.
So it's not just sitting there collecting dust.
I also took a few articles of clothing, and I made a quilt.
Nice.
Out of some of them. And that helped a lot, because that
was a good idea. I'm going to do that with some of the shirts my dad. I'm going to see if someone will make a quilt out of them.
Yes.
Perfect.
I've seen somebody make a quilt out of somebody's dad's old ties, silk ties.
Yep.
Nice. So that's just a great way to repurpose it. Mm-hmm. So here's something that was out of this book, and it's okay to be scared. Being scared means you're about to do something really, really brave.
Huh.
Are you on mute, Stacy?
No, I'm here, actually. I'm writing this down, though.
Yeah, me too.
So my word for the year, after going through 2017 as I did, is I want to use like inner peace. I want to find that peace again, or even contentment. Be content, if that makes sense, because it was such a roller coaster last year.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The inside job. What will lead you to that?
To inner peace.
Uh-huh.
What I went back to Al-Anon last night, and that helped.
Awesome.
Like you would not believe. Started reading my books again in the morning. I had to find them. It's funny how that happens. I just started putting everything away that I used to do to take care of myself because I had to take care of somebody else. And so I'm just pulling everything out, and I'm going to up my meetings. You know, I'm going to venture out and look at some other spiritual things to do this year, and that's what I want to do.
Good stuff.
I just need to be accountable to doing it and not get sucked back into the codependent crazies.
Aha. So is it the accountability that's going to lead you back there?
Lead me back to peace?
Mhm.
Yes. Do you think that should be my word then?
That's why I asked the question. I don't get to choose your word. You get to choose your word.
No,
but
you don't. You're the messenger.
I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, so I get inner peace, but what's going to bring you back to that?
Accountability.
Because it has to be something stronger. Because inner peace, great. But what does that really look like?
That's the result I want. How's that? So
there you go.
The accountability is going to get me there. Okay.
So you can be accountable to you. You can get an accountability partner.
Mhm.
Because that means you're the most important, right? If you're accountable to you and you have someone that you're accountable to, you're the most important.
Right.
Because when you take care of you, and this is for everybody, when you take care of you, then you're full to take care of others.
Okay. Well, that's my word. Accountability.
Awesome. I'm glad we had a little time in there to get some clarity about what it would look like.
Thank you.
Welcome. Very welcome. Thanks for being here this morning. Any other last comments before we head off to our day? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Heading into 2018. Whew.
Whew. Yay.
It's an 11 year. In the numerology, it's an 11 year, so it's a really powerful year. 10 is beginnings and creation, and 11 is that power year of moving forward.
So I was born on the 11th. Does that mean something?
Probably.
Okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
My life number when I add my birth date is 11. Yeah, so if you're looking for new spirituality or new, some more information, you can look up some numerology.
Right.
Or your date that you were born on. When you add them all up, what does it add up to? That's your life path number. Yep. Awesome. Thank you all.